Now place your left hand on the lap and right hand on the left nabi. Shri Mataji, I am a peaceful person. Mother, I am my own master. We may now place our right hand on the lap and left hand on the right side of upper stomach. Shri Mataji, you are the royal dignity within me. Shri Mataji, you are the master. And now place your left hand on the lap and right hand on the center stomach. Shri Mataji, please make me a satisfied person. By your grace, Mother, please make me my own master. Now let us continue to focus on our Nabi and void. Close our eyes and let's go into meditation.
ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीमणिपूरचक्रस्वामिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। रं 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 दम धम नम तम थम दम धम नम पम फम ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री लक्ष्मी विष्णु साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीभवसागरस्वामिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदिगुरो दत्तात्रेय साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म श्रीं माताजी निर्मलाम्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।
Let us slowly open our eyes and watch Sri Mataji's talk.
This is how I want you all to sit in the kingdom of God as I am sitting today. We have to realize that we are now the part and parcel of that cosmic consciousness itself, the Brahma, the one that creates, which coordinates, which plans into all the details, and the one that loves through its creation, through its expression, is that cosmic consciousness. We are not only in it, but we can handle it. We can regulate it. We can use it. We can work it out. This is the state when we are in. We are the Guru. Guru means a thing which is higher than the gravity of the earth, or stronger than the gravity of the earth. What is the gravity of the earth? Superficially, when we see that, we understand it as a thing that acts on our body to keep us on the ground. Also, there is a load of a big atmosphere on our head, of many elephants standing on our head. Plus, the Mother Earth has the gravity to pull us towards herself. That's on the gross level, we understand the gravity. And on the gross level also, we sometimes understand the Guru principle. On the gross level, we think a good Guru is that person who just attracts you towards himself. Bodily attraction. Or maybe other attractions. Which are gurus. And that's why people always go to the gurus who are false, who are superficial. But the one who is above the gravity of the Mother Earth, the gross, the subtle, subtler and the subtlest. Beyond all these attractions, that is the one, is the Guru. So, in the very gross way, we see that normally people are attracted towards other through the body element. The gravity acting through the body. A guru who looks like a cinema actor was very much appreciated. They cannot see the totality of beauty, but just one aspect. The earlier gurus who came as false gurus used to paint their faces even in India. Or they would go to special decorators who would make their hair look like Shankara's jatas, and eyes were painted with big black coal up to this, and the whole body was covered with funny type of a powder. Or they would wear a kashaya, a cloth that was given a color of saffron without using the saffron. In 2 rupees you can get that. And people would be attracted towards such a person. They would carry an elephant. To sit on an elephant, even to add to the propensity of the superficial gravity and walk on the streets. And people would bow to them and give them whatever they wanted. This cannot elevate anyone. Any body attraction can enslave you, cannot give you freedom. It will give you habits for your body enslavements, and also it will enslave you to your guru. If he knows how to keep attractive in various ways. The whole understanding of the cosmic consciousness can be put in one little sentence, that it cannot be attracted by the gravity of any stars, earth, moon or sun. The other attractions one has from the Mother Earth are all for food, greed, lust, materialism at its worst. It comes from matter. All that comes from matter. Once you start getting used to it, you become a slave and not a guru. So the first attempt should be for anybody to be a good guru is to get over material attraction. In a subtler way, we can see it happens like this. A lady or a gentleman buys an ashram in Sahaja. And the Sahajogis start living in that ashram. The owner of that house starts worrying about the house and all material things in that house, rather than the emancipation of the disciples or the Sahajogis who are there. The whole attention is towards the material upkeep of the house and not towards the emancipation of the Sahajogis who are supposed to rise into the cosmic consciousness. And such a person, if he starts believing that he is the guru, or in any way even a Sahajogi, he is sadly mistaken. Where is your attention is the point. If you are the guru, where is your attention? If your attention is on the correction and the nourishment of yourself and of others, then you are first of all the Sahajogi. And once you rise above the gravitational force of materialism, then you could be called as the Guru. Anything that is living has a capacity to rise against the gravity up to a point. That is limited. Like we have seen the trees. They come out of the Mother Earth and grow upward, up to a limited space. Every tree, every type of tree has its own limitations. Cedar will be cedar, and rose will be a rose. Is all controlled by the gravitational force. But there is one thing which rises against the gravitational force, which has no limits, and that is your Kundalini. It cannot be controlled by the gravitational force unless and until you want it to be controlled. Nothing can control it but you and yourself can control it. So as soon as you become in charge of your Kundalini, you have crossed one step forward, that you have overcome the force, that is the gravitational force. Then the cycle of all the five elements is bound together. All the five elements have to go in a cycle in such a way that nothing is wasted, nothing is spoiled, everything is organized. But the cycle is broken only by the awakening of the Kundalini. Because you enter into the highest of highest, which is the cosmic consciousness, which you know how to regulate yourself. That cosmic consciousness is the Param Tattva, is the principle of all the principles, controls all the principles. So it controls also the principles of all these five elements. It controls the Manashakti. It controls the evolution and gives you the power to evolve others. First of all, to judge yourself, to be a guru, you have to have a gravity of your own, which is not bound by the gravity of the Mother Earth. That's the minimum of minimum. Which does not mean you wear outside the kashaya, the dress that suggests that you are a sannyasi. But from inside, you should be a sannyasi. Now a sannyasi who is inside a sannyasi We'll have a big bank balance maybe, but we'll know nothing about it. We'll be very indifferent and any day willing to part with it. A sannyasi has to be a person above lust, should not know what is the lust is. What is this attraction of lust is? That through his Kundalini and Muladhara, he can achieve it. Because now you have a capacity to rise above the gravity. You have got that power now to rise above this lust business. Where your attention gets absolutely ruined. But in Sahaja Yoga we have everything. Like on Indian streets you'll find the most modern car, a Rolls-Royce, Mercedes, as well as you can find a bullock cart, and also lots of cows and buffaloes, everything there. In the same way, I think in Sahaja Yoga we have all kinds. We have some people who are very great. And try to achieve a state of untarnishability. Put their attention to it, work it out. But we also have people who are absolutely useless things, just hanging on to Sahaja Yoga, to use Sahaja Yoga for their own popularity maybe, for their own gains. I don't know for what. I have seen people who give lectures in the name of Sahaja Yoga and are badly caught up. There is that gravity acting in you, remember that. The gravity of the Mother Earth. Some sort of a gravity which should be located. But some of them are nothing but worms. They cannot go higher. And the outsiders see those worms only and try to say that Sahaja Yoga is no good. Your Kundalini has the power. It has all the powers to make you the highest of highest. An ordinary grass can become a cedar. There's no limits to it. But you must have confidence in yourself and confidence in Sahaja Yoga. If you don't have confidence in yourself or in Sahaja Yoga, nothing can work it out. But the highest of all is the sincerity which nobody can instill in you. There are so many descriptions of a guru, how a Sadguru should be. Not in the West, I didn't see that. because I think they never believed in gurus, but they have lots of gurus. Guru has to suffer the most. That's how he can command. He has to be the example of austerity and of detachment. That's how he is going to get respect. In Sahaja Yoga, nobody is going to respect anybody because that guru has made so much money out of Sahaja Yogis. But the attention on money itself of Sahaja Yogis itself is suggestive that they are not Sahaja Yogis. For example, when you wanted to collect money, I never asked for a house or anything. The idea came from some Sahaja Yogis, there should be a house for me. Who can house me? Just think of it. Is it possible? Is it possible to house me? Not possible. The Guru has to himself accept all the challenges, everything, to go through it, to work it out, to cleanse himself, to see for himself how far he has reached. He has not just to depend on some certificates of few people. It's not artificiality. It is not falsehood, it is reality. And when you come to reality, you must know that you have to be satisfied about yourself. Then comes the confidence. That's how the authority comes in. That you are sure of yourself that whatever you are doing is the reality. Reality and nothing else. And this power is within you. The Kundalini is within you. She is your own mother. All your life you have wasted in doing all kinds of things. People have gone into lots of penances, doing anti-culture, great jobs of ruining themselves and destroying themselves. So why not do it something with complete understanding, meticulously, carefully? Why not? With full attention and concentration. Because the reward is joy. Ultimately, what do we seek is nothing but joy. Rationally we understand, but not from the heart. It doesn't go in the heart easily. Now people are saying, Mother, open my heart. How am I to open it? Just tell me. One has to go for an open heart surgery, I think, the way things are. To open your heart, the Guru has to be generous. Whatever these other gurus are doing, just the opposite of that. Now, all of you can become gurus. Every one of you can become gurus. And can develop that great capacity to be one with that cosmic consciousness, completely out of the clutches of the gravity of the earth, materialism. Without achieving that, you have no right to tell anybody what is to be done. First, it should be your practice and precept in your own life, in your own example. And then your example is sufficient to convince others. Today, through this understanding that you have to rise about the gravitational force of materialism, which is today's religion everywhere, whatever they may call it, whether it is communism or uh, capitalism or democracy or democracy, whether it is Christianity, Hinduism, Islam or any other nonsense, all of that is nothing but materialism in its all absurd forms. Kundalini is the only thing that can take you like the stalk of the lotus out of this mud of materialism. And that is what one has to achieve, especially in the West. It goes into subtle and subtler and subtlest forms. So be on the lookout, and ultimately it expresses itself as ego. All materialists are egoistical, racist, they are robbers and plunderers. They go to other countries like South Africa and settle down nicely, robbers and plunderers, and extracting the wealth of another. All this can become very sophisticated and beautified. We have to fight that, but to fight that we have to get out of it completely. Otherwise we cannot fight it when we are in it. So all of us should try to get out of it fully. It does not mean that you should all take out your clothes and say that we have given up everything. That's another style it has started now. It means that you respect all that is beautiful. You respect all that is good. But you are not dominated by anything. You are not in the clutches of anything. If I want, I can wear a gold chain, otherwise nothing. Don't bother. I don't care. That should be the attitude. If I have, or if I have to, I will. Nothing can dominate me. Nothing can give me status. I stand on my own status and on my position and on my authority, because I am that pure consciousness. Nothing can spoil me. Nothing can bring me down. Nothing can bow me.
Let's continue to meditate.
शरीरं सुरूपं सदा रोगमुक्तम् यशश्चारुचितरं धनं मेरुतुल्यम् मानाश्चेन लगनं गुरुराकृपद्मे तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् श्रीमाताजी 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 कलत्रं धनं पुत्रपौत्रादि सर्वम् गृहं बान्धवसार्वमेताधिजतम् मनाश्चेन लगनं गुरुराकृपद्मे तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् श्रीमाताजी 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 शतङ्गादिवेदो मुखे शस्त्रविद्या कविद्वादिगद्यं सुपाठ्यं करोति मनाश्चेन लगनं गुरुराकृपद्मे तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् श्रीमाताजी 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 विदेशेषु मन्या स्वदेशेषु धन्या सदाचारवृत्तेषु मातो न चन्या मनाश्चेन लगनं गुरुराकृपद्मे तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् श्रीमाताजी 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 क्षमामण्डले भूपभूपालवृन्दै सदा सेवितं यासपथारविन्दम् मनाश्चेन लगनं गुरुराकृपद्मे तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् श्रीमाताजी 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 न बीगे न योगे न वावाजि मेधे न कण्ठा सुखनैव ववीते शुचितम् मनाश्चेन लग्नं गुरुराग्रिपद्मे तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् श्रीमाताजी 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 गुरु अष्टकं या पतेत् पुण्यदेहि यतिर्भूपतिर्ब्रह्मचारी छगेहि लवेद्वञ्चितर्तं पदं ब्रह्मसंज्ञम् गुरोरोक्तवाक्ये मानो यस्य लग्नम् मनाश्चेन लग्नं गुरुराग्रिपद्मे तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् श्रीमाताजी 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 श्रीमाताजी
Shri Mataji, thank you for your love and compassion. Thank you for your knowledge and emancipations. Thank you for giving us self-realization. Please give us strength so that we can ascend spiritually. Let us collectively raise Kundalini and put ourselves in Bandhan. Thank you everyone for joining the Morning Collective. Have a nice day ahead. Jai Shri Mataji.